All right, today, it's another Friday. It's the weekend. It is the weekend of the 20th. Second, we have a couple of movies opening this weekend. Yet again, we have the Disney Pixar Elio, which is seemingly getting half-decent reviews at this point. And the movie that I'm going to go see tonight with, again, fellow co-host Dan, we're going to see 28 Years Later, the long-awaited sequel. Now, the original 28 Days Later was a 2002 release, and mathematically speaking, if this movie were to come out in a couple of years, it would be more appropriate, but of course, thinking that way is not going to make it do. They basically were like, let's make the movie now, or we're never going to make it, so here we go. In 2025, we get a movie that is 5 years from its release date. From when it's actually going to happen, but not like any movie has ever done that before. But yeah, so this is exciting, going to see another movie in this franchise. We have original director, original writers, and all that coming back to work on this new vision of what the world is after the rage virus has decimated. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It's cool. I mean, I love me some fast-running creatures. Again, they're not zombies. It's a rage virus. You just lose all inhibition and just become completely angry and start attacking whatever does not have the rage virus in it. The altered humans do not attack themselves. They're kind. So it is a virus, a viral sort of disease. It is transmitted that way, of transfer of fluids of some sort. So yeah, looking forward to this. Opening night for a horror film, always a great thing to see. We're going to a half-decent sized theater, which is nice. And yeah, so it'll be fun to see what it is. Again, we're doing a Friday evening. We're doing the early show this time, so it shouldn't be too late getting out, but still, it'll be a lot later than I would regularly like to. But again, it's going to be a fun time. At least fingers crossed it's going to be a fun time. Now, also, you can't take away from the fact that Elio, the other movie that is open this week, has a bit of a uphill battle for this as a family film. We're looking at 28 years later. Obviously not going to be a movie where you're going to have a bunch of kids in, but you never know. Parents have brought their kids to worse movies. But Elio is a family movie. Like I said, it's a Disney Pixar, and it is opening the week after the quite strong opening weekend of How to Train Your Dragon. But then again, you've also now got to compete with your other Disney film, which is Lilo and Stitch, which is still doing quite well. It's it'll be interesting to see how the box office runs out for this particular week. My money is on 28 Years Later as as one of the new movies making more money than Elio. So I'm going to state that right now. There's a chance that they might actually be kind of close, because I'm pretty sure that How to Train Your Dragons is still going to have quite a strong showing. And again, you can't deny that Lilo and Stitch is just they're making money no matter what. I mean, it didn't make nearly as much as obviously How to Train Your Dragons is last week, but it still made quite a substantial amount of money. So yeah, so we got, like I said, Elio, we got 28 Years Later, and like I said, there's still a lot of competition out in the theaters right now, so we're going to go see 28 Years Later now. Always a great thing, showing up to a theater full of people. Makes it more exciting. So I don't see any of the Elio stuff, but then again, maybe the Elio stuff never made it to Canada. This particular place is nothing but Karate Kid tournament boxes. And some Wizard of Oz squishmallows. All right, let's go get something to snack on.
Better when they do it.
All right, so that was 28 years later. What do you think, Dan?
It was quite enjoyable. Slow, but
Yeah, definitely
not badly done.
for an hour and 55 minutes. The pacing was a little slow at part, but it's the setting of the mood of the movie. It needs to not be a hectic running killer movie
It
sort of
has
thing.
the post-apocalyptic feel for
It definitely does. It definitely does. Yeah, yeah,
Some scenes were a little confusing on the back forth because we did a bit of backstory that
yeah,
didn't quite blend immediately.
yeah.
But
But still entertaining.
I did like
Which
it
is-
more than 28 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
28 weeks later was
This
a little bit.
this was definitely this was
This one was better.
yeah, but this was also nice that it was also different than the other two movies, which was great. I mean, again, we're dealing with the setting, we're dealing with life
Yeah.
after the fact that they weren't able to cure.
Makeup team had a great time.
Yes, exactly. There is a lot of infected running around. A lot of beefy characters still. A few
Yeah.
unusual infected that after 28 years don't know how they're surviving.
28 years later, some of them look too healthy, but
Yeah.
I was able
Yeah.
to justify a few because it
Yeah.
made some sense.
Exactly, yeah.
But there are basically down to 3 types there, so
Yeah, exactly. But again, really fun movie. Very heartfelt. There's a very strong emotional story at the core,
yeah.
which we actually experienced like 2 or 3 of them. It's family. It's all about family and society and how they're dealing with it and all that sort of thing. But it turned out very well
Yeah.
balanced, and
I believe I only saw like 7 really big movie mistakes, but see if you can do better.
we'll talk about those on the spoiler version of this later on. But yeah, no, entertaining, well worth it. Wasn't a hugely filled theater, which was surprising. But again, the next movie to go in will probably be a little fuller because we still it's like 6:40
6:40.
in the evening on a Friday. So yeah. So I mean, probably of the 2 movies that open this weekend will probably make the most money. I mean, the other one is Elio.
Which will,
Will probably
Right,
do
man.
pretty good, but it's got competition.
yes, it does.
It's got How to Train Your Dragons in its second week, and it's still got to fight Lilo and Stitch. So
Yes.
right.
Even the rest of the year, it feels like there's still more to come.
Oh no, there is more to come. Yes, but Right this very
Elio will
minute?
suffer because of what's coming.
oh, for sure. Unfortunately, Elio basically will make a good portion of money this weekend, but unfortunately, it'll probably drop off because
It's just too much.
there's too much. Yeah,
Next
But-
year's looking a little
Yeah.
even worse.
but that's but that's next year. So, thumbs up to 28 years later.
Yeah, I'd give it a good.
Yeah, definitely. All right. All right, so that was 28 years later. Pretty much said all of it. Pretty much with Dan before as we came out of the theater. Very, very well done. Completely different type of movie than the previous 2, which is great. Actually, I'm glad it wasn't like a rehash and all that sort of thing. A very realistic depiction of an apocalyptic situation. The rest of the world is carrying on as it is, and they're keeping an eye on the shores of England, making sure no one's trying to bleed off of that area. But yeah, again, 2002, 28 years later, this movie takes place in the future by a couple of years. Yeah, it was very entertaining. Again, don't remember. It wasn't until he showed up on the screen that I'm like, all right, Ray Fiennes is in this movie. So it's really good. And like I said, there's a lot of heart to a couple of the stories. It's nice to see that we have a very strong young actor being the main lead of this story. It's got some good humor. Dealing with some new lore added to the universe. So, fun movie. Really enjoyed seeing it in the theater. A gentleman down the road from us asked us our opinion and all that sort of thing. We all came to the same conclusion, pretty much. Enjoyable movie. Yeah, definitely, again, definitely better than 2, but nice and different enough from the others that it was quite enjoyable. So probably not going to get to see Elio this week, the rest this weekend. I'll try and see it if possible, but we got some other movies coming up in the next week. I believe I am doing a family and friends sort of thing for next Sunday to go see F1. So I'm definitely going to be seeing F1 next week. And we'll see where the other days of next week go. But that's next week. Do yourself a favor. Go see movies in the theaters. Until next time, see you at the box office.